You know the deal. So up an incline bench here. 8 sets of 3. So get ready for just a massive pump just from this exercise alone. I'm telling you better stick to the end of this video because this chest pump, I'm telling you, it's gonna be fucking disgusting. The vascularity is gonna be crazy. The striation is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a nasty pump. I've just been feeling for the past 3 weeks the pump I'm getting from it. Shit's like on a whole nother level with the bench. So I'm excited to showcase it for you guys. Some titties, you know, the double D's growing. I'm here for it. What was this morning? 236.3. So we're right there and things that. Not too worried. Probably Friday. Back down to normal weight again. I didn't increase my calories this week as I wanted to, but I was still kind of like letting my stomach heal, recover. Still didn't feel 100%, so I didn't want to add the extra stress and that extra amounts of food to my stomach while I was still kind of recovering. So, and that's something, you know, you look back, it's like, could you just took it a weekend off to let it fully here? 100%, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not like it put me on mission or anything like that. It's kind of, at the end, it just slows down your process, right? Because it slows down where you try and go. And that's all it just really comes down to, just slowing down the process. I mean, yeah, well, I'd love to be at 4,300 calories this week, 100%. But at the same time, sometimes, you know, you just got to take some L's and things that you just got to learn from the mistakes and just learn from I know for sure my dumbass ain't fucking eating brown beef again, not ground beef, brown beef. That's for sure. So I made sure I put the remainder of the beef inside the freezer now because I ain't fucking taking a chance again seeing the brownness of the meat again. And the reason I didn't put in the freezer the first time because I'm not a big fan of having the meat in the freezer for a long time or a period of time and then taking out, defrosting it, and then cooking it. Because to me, I feel like it just tastes different. It doesn't taste the same as you originally just have in the refrigerator or the same day bought or a couple days afterwards, right? I just don't feel like it's the same tasting towards the ground beef from, you know, from refrigerator, freezing it to defrosting it or to thawing it to cooking it and things like that. I just don't think it tastes the same. That's just me. So that's why I didn't do it this time. By all means, I'll fucking pay the price for that. I paid the price for that. I ain't going back to that fucking feeling again. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. I'm just do what I need to do in the meantime. Because right now, Costco doesn't have they've been out of stock for 93.7 ground beef for, probably 2 weeks now. So, and don't get me wrong, I love the 10-pound beef that Costco sells, but I just don't go through it enough. Or it's it's just not packaged, you know, the way I want to. It's like a tube. So it's not like with a 93.7, you have a sealed package, right? I can use a sealed package because it's 4 pounds. So I know how many days it lasts me also too. I can know it'll survive longer as me just putting the Ziploc bag. You really don't know how much a long lasts and also too, there's no seal to it. So I'm hoping that Costco has the 93.7 this week so I can just get back into it because it's just so much easier to know how much I'm eating and know how much to cook it and things like that. And know how long it lasts, to be honest too. Do one more set here. Fell a little off my left side. And then this is 250. Probably go 255. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if I'm like sleeping wrong or having a weird position. But boy, sort of like around my collarbone area. I feel like I have to like pop there, like fit back in place sometimes. Sometimes like be like, you know? So it's weird with my left arm just being a little unusual. But that's just due to being cold or being cold last week. They say I just know like goes through every season where the cold will affect it in some way. And I think it's just like at the end of the period where it's just like like it's gonna get back to normal. There's that with the warm weather and hopefully me sleeping right in the future. So yeah. But yeah, this week though for the food challenge, I'm taking a break from like I want to say like all the fried food. Oh well, I'm taking a break from fries for sure. I'm taking a break from like a breading, like Dakota breading. I'm gonna be doing the Pizza Hut family box meal, the dinner box meal they have. So that's gonna be classified as 2 meat, 1 top pizza, 8 wings, and 5 breadsticks. Then it comes out to be about 8,000 calories. So I've done that in the past before, off record and things like that, just for my own shits and giggle. But this time I'm gonna see if I really can complete it, because before in the past I've done where I completed 2 pizzas and the 8 wings. I just couldn't get to the breadsticks. So I'm excited to do this one. Because I'll tell you what, I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep eating those fries. I think like that's probably the most fry consumption I had probably my entire life, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row where I was just having massive loads of fries between Chick-fil-A and out McDonald's. That was it, right? Yeah. So I'm just like, take a little break from it, switch it up, go with some pizza. I'm craving it. Is that now I'm thinking about after this week, thinking about attempting 10,000 calories again, but just whole foods or healthy foods, the proteins, the carbs, the fats of healthy foods, right? No fast foods. So that'd be interesting to see it too. That's my plan for these 2 weeks. This week Pizza Hut, and then next week the 10,000 calories of healthy foods. So I gotta do lots of plan on that and figure out, because I know probably the go-to sources is like pasta and rice. So that's gonna be my go-to sources for calorie consumption. And I just gotta figure out how much protein I want indulge, not indulge, but I want to go along with it. Suppose also the 10,000 calories of like Whole Foods. Like I would eat 4,000 as is. So this is like how am I with an additional 6,000? But like kind of looking at, I'll probably double my carb intake for sure. I had to figure out. I'm not gonna get much in detail on it. I do lots of planning. I figure out like high calorie foods, like between like nuts, almonds, all those things like that, right? I have to figure things out. Let's go on. But that's the plan. That's the plan is this week the pizza challenge. And then again, not the 30 inch, just the damn bucks for the pizza. Yeah. Feeds like 4 or 6 people. And then 10,000 calories, healthy foods next week. And after this week, the stomach should be again 100%. And then, so next week we'll bump the calories up to 4,300. And then I think pretty much once I bump up to 4,300, that'll be it. Because I'll probably chill there. Again, this is what's great about the unknown. Like me just thinking and planning ahead. So I'll probably chill there till end of March. Because end of March is when I'm going to start cutting back down again. Probably for like 8 to 12 weeks. And then I'll just go from there. But like, that's the plan is like, if the 4,300 goes well, where I'm still staying 234, then maybe I'll just keep increasing my calories till then. But that's just kind of like the road ahead. It's kind of like the map guide I have for myself right now. Yeah. Wait, 2 more sets here. People always ask me like, how you eat so much food? I still look the way you do. It kind of falls back. I was showing my client earlier. We were having a conversation. It's like, I've been the same way, for quite some time. And like, like he knows he's getting definition, but he still feels like he could be better. And so I was like, all right, let's take a look at your nutrition. And the difference between like how I can eat so much food versus like what he was doing and kind of a lot of what you guys are doing is for me, like one, I really don't snack a lot. You don't see me. I'll do a video on like the full day of eating to give you guys an idea like why I eat and things like that. But also too, I don't snack. I have like 5 regular meals and things like that. Of course, like I classify as like my post workout meal as my snack, but that's different. That's just mostly fruit, protein shake. But other than that, like I have like 4 whole meals. So that's how I get my, protein. That's how I get my calorie consumption, all those things like that. 2 is I'm not snacking or I'm not consuming my protein from mostly shakes, bars, chips. What are the protein sources classified as protein? Snacks and meals. To hell with it. You don't see me doing that either. And then lastly, just being consistent with it. Being consistent with consuming this amount of calories for a long time, figure out the food combinations, all that good jazz. Ooh, yeah, one more. Because like for me, when I look at protein shakes, I just look as an additional bonus with it. Because like mostly protein shakes, depending which one you have ones that have like a fucking like paragraph of ingredients. Yeah, of course you're gonna have extra calories, but if you have one that's just like pure whey isolate or grass fed, it should only be like 100, 120 calories. And like those 100, 120 calories, I really don't count that in necessity. It's just because, again, like it's just not that protein source. It's just different because it's like quicker to digest, right? So I just look at it as like a bonus. So for me, I try to get like, between 230, 230, 240 grams of protein from Whole Foods. And then the additional just comes from the protein shake, right? Or the protein powder. But that's how I look at it, view it. But the issue that he was doing, like how like the most common factor I'm seeing from them, he becomes some contact, before he was having a bowl of cereal in the morning. Right, first thing he had to do, he just have cereal. And it's just like, I'm not knocking that you can't have cereal, but I'm just saying like if that's how you're gonna start your day, is like you're kind of slowing down the process, and also too, you kind of like gonna have a hard time trying to hit your protein intake later on in the day because you're just not gonna have either the stomach for it or you're just not gonna have the time for it. So that's why it's very crucial, and that's why breakfast is such an important role to really get the maximized amount of calories, protein to start the day. So when you go out there, Dave, you run out of short time, or whatever the case is for yourself, like you consume that amount early in the morning that you don't have to stress or worry about getting the protein intake. Oh, that's enough. All right, 5 sets, 10 here. So much lower than anticipated. Could change this too. So like, when I was like looking over it, I was seeing lots of protein bars, protein shakes, Quest bar chips, all those things. That's kind of the reason why he's not looking the way he was looking or wants to. Yeah, it's because even though those are still the same components through protein wise, the way is like, the satiating, the digestion, the thermogenesis, all those things like that, it's completely different. And so what I mean by that, well, it's like going back when people say, how can you eat that much food and still look at what I do? Is like, well, let's just take the thermogenesis, right? With me consuming about 230, 240 grams of real whole food proteins, it takes a lot longer for your body to digest that food as opposed to, let's just say, a protein shake, a chips, or a protein bar, right? Whew. If I get back on, 85s are feeling good. We got 5 sets still. Last week, I did for 3 sets of 10 and 1 set of 7. So let's see how the 90s go. Things that's so like with like real food, it takes your body a lot longer to break down and just digest that protein substance, as opposed to like the cane bar again, the shakes, the chips. It doesn't take much effort. So when you if you ever realize when you have a shake or those chips, you feel good for 30 minutes, but it's 45, 60 minutes, you're hungry again, right? Well, it's not such a satiating source of protein to keep you full. That is how you can eat more, is how you also can boost your metabolism. Because if you can increase the food consumption of real foods based off protein, over time, for your body to break that down, it has to work harder to, digest it and do what it needs to do. So over time, your metabolism is going to be increased due to, again, just spending so much time digesting food, especially when you eat a good amount for your body. You can burn calories just by breaking food down. Two more. And it just goes in general with just real food in general. The more you train your body to consume real food, and the more you kind of increase that amount of consumption over time, the more your metabolism will be increased based on the quality of those substances, right? As opposed you could have, let's just take for example, right? You could have 200 grams between protein shakes, bars, chips, cookies, just call it snack area, right? You could have 200 grams of protein, but at the end of the day, you could only equivalent by, let's just say, probably 1,000 calories worth, right? Let's just do that, 800,000 calories, right? Well, yeah, even though you hit your protein target, one, you're not gonna be satiated. You're gonna be so hungry that you're gonna be snacking on other things. You're just gonna be indulging in the wrong foods, and you be indulging in the wrong things is not gonna lead you to where you want to be. And two, the digestion rate is not, it's not breaking down to the point where it has to work hard. It's just quick through the system, easy, fast, right? As opposed to real food, it takes your body some time to break that down, do what it needs to do, all those things like that. So it's yes, you can get 200 grams from the bars or cookies, but it's not the same as you getting 200 grams from real foods. And you know the difference. And when you have 200 grams of protein from real food, you know that it takes, one, you're gonna be full longer. Two, you know is that you're not gonna be as hungry as much such early on because your body's still breaking down leading up to the next meal. And three, you know is the results are gonna be different, and your body composition is gonna be different based on having real foods versus snacking candy bars and shit like that. We got one more here. And like, this is why, like, I'm also like, my strength is increased over time. That's why, like, my body composition is still looking the way it is based on the amount of calories consumed. That's why, like, I'm able to still have, like, you know, the term muscular look I'm seeking, because I'm eating real food as opposed to you guys out there. You guys are eating like kids, snacking whatever the fuck you want, not having real meals, thinking this will help you X, Y, and Z. And that's why you guys are not to where you in the business you want to be. So one thing you take from it is like, if you're on your journey and you want to change, it's like start looking at like your diet, start looking at your meals. You know, are your meals more like snacking, or are your meals more meal replacements? What I mean by that, protein bars, shakes, snacks, chips and stuff like that? Or is your meals real food sources like beef, chicken, fish, eggs, those quality sources, right? Start there. And if it's not, then find yourself ways to have real whole foods and nutritious and balance. Then once you can like get yourself consistent, then you can take the next step, what you want to go from there, things like that. All right, that's enough here. Oh, 5 sets of 15 here. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, yeah, just start eating real foods. Like, you're a fucking grown ass adult now. You're not a kid. So stop eating snacks and stop eating like one too. Like, it's just all it just comes down to it. Like, eat real, nutritious, balanced foods. And I'll tell you, I guarantee you, like, you do that shit for 3 months straight, not really snacking or not really have those meal placements and having real foods, you're gonna start noticing your body composition change completely in those 3 months. That's why it's important. Again, it goes back to principle 2, right? Everything falls back into the 6 principles. Like, again, there's like so much more that goes in deeper. But it's like, again, if you just build a foundation, of course, you can learn more deeper as it goes on. And that's a deep part of principle 2, right? Knowing your protein, right? Cause like first is like what protein consumption you have. Are you having a snack category, or let's classify that as meal placements, right? Quotation marks, because it's not meal placements. I like candies, or are you consuming more whole real foods, right? Are you consuming more beef, eggs, chicken, fish, that department, right? Are you consuming that? Oh my god, my chest is just on fire. It's fucking pumped right now. All right, so you figure out what food consumption you have, to meal placements and actual real foods. Once you figure out, if the person has had mostly meal placements, cut that shit out, start having real foods. Now, I'm not saying you can't have that. Like, if you still like the protein bars because you like the taste, or you treat it like as a candy, like it, crazy sweet tooth. All right, cool. Keep it. But don't utilize that right now until you got your protein consumption down, until you got your real foods down first. You can use that protein bar as kind of like additional getting factor. That like, cool, you hit your protein, you can have that to crave your sweet tooth, right? So if you're the person getting having meal placement, focus on real foods. Focus on what you like and what you enjoy and what you can come up with. Again, with eggs, fish, beef, chicken, turkey, whatever the case may be, other protein source you like. They gave yourself some time. It's going to take you some time to get used to, come up with different meal combinations, come up with different, meal recipes. Again, if for the people who are not, don't like eating the same shit every day. So you work on that, right? You work on find all those things. And then, like I said, like once you keep doing that, you just know those bigger changes. You're gonna start knowing like you can be eating more food and still looking the same. And you're just gonna start knowing that your composition, your clothes, feeling looser, your your confidence in general is just gonna feel a whole different level. So this is why protein is such a crucial role in the importance, because again, like it helps reduce the cravings. One, so your person is just like has like peanut butter toast, coffee in the morning. You're kind of setting yourself up for failure. And if you're just gonna have one egg, you're nowhere close to getting where you need to be. As opposed, you have like a nice, decent 30 to 50 gram meal for breakfast. You set yourself more for success doing that way than what you're doing right now. Things that, and so that's why it's also very important. That's why it's also very important to understand how much protein you need to consume, based off your lean body weight, right? Just do 1 gram lean body weight. So again, if you weigh 175, you want to be 150, 150 grams of protein for leanness. You want to be set for. Oh. Oh shit. We only got 13. Oh, dude, this chest is just fucking destroying. Then it falls back onto like when you guys watch me do my challenges. That's why I can eat so much and like not really gain so much at the same time. It's because I'm training myself to consume that much, but two, it's like I'm already eating a good amount of food, again, just from Whole Foods. So when I have, the fun foods, it's kind of like a switch up. Switch up was like, damn, like my body's got to like work a little bit faster, a little bit harder, because one is just a little bit different, and two is not the same substance. So it's like it's not used to that, right? Even though I'm doing once a week, it's just still not used to that. So that's why it's like very important to like just kind of ramp up and eat as much food as you can to stay the way you want. And then so like when you go out, like you don't have to worry about gaining so much or worry about the scale going up or worry about feeling guilty and things like that. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's enough here on the last said chest. Oh, I would get 3 by as many reps as you can. We're doing 60s. We kind of been doing 50s, so we're just gonna see higher reps of 60s we can get. That's also kind of like progressing. That's also kind of see where we're at, especially too because this is way more volume than we done last week, right? We done 8 sets of 3 on incline. We done 5 sets on dumbbell incline. We done 5 sets on chest flies, right? So now we just got 3 sets. That's still me total 21, but of course doing dips towards the end. Like I said, my chest is fried. My chest is pumped already. So just kind of knock it out. As many reps as we can at that rate. Kind of see where we stand, things there. And next week we do have dips again. We're getting utilized. Kind of go off that, for next week and her next phase and things there. Well, we got 9. We got 9 the first time. So I was trying to shoot for 10. But we can stay, range from 7 to 9. I'll be very happy. I'm just glad this belt didn't go down my ass this time. I'm just happy with that. Fuck. 7.5. I thought 7 though. It kind of has. And the reason why it's important to really focus on protein from real foods, because let's say you're going to try to get ready for an event, or let's just say you want to lose a little bit more, right? But when you put yourself in a deficit, one, you're already going to be hungry. So your protein bar, chips, cookie, shake, that's not going to cut for you. That's not going to keep you full for another 2, 3, 4 hours, right? But what's going to keep you full is for you from having whole foods and real foods, right? Real protein sources. On top of that, it's going to help you stay full from having vegetables. On top of that, it's going to help you stay full from having a good amount of fats to be a slow digestion rate for you. So you don't get hungry when you're in a deficit. So this is why protein is such an important role. Not just building muscle. Yes, that's a crucial role. But it's also an important role to keep you full, to reduce those cravings, to want to look the way, like look your best, feel your best, right? It goes so much more in detail than just like a bodybuilding type style term people like to classify as that. Probably not bad. 976. I'll take that. All right, skulls. All right, 4x20 here. Unfortunately, the 70 easy bar was taken, so I have to. So I'm using a straight bar at 60. I think 60 would be good for just being 20 reps because my triceps fucking pump too and things like that. But again, like, you know, this is why it's important to learn the principles. It's important to understand. There's just so much more that goes in detail. But it's just like anything else, right? Whether it's your job, relationship, whatever the case is, right? That's why it's important to always keep learning, always keep growing, because there's so much shit that you gotta learn, understand, process when it comes to these things, especially too, like principle too. It's just not about cool, you know, protein is important. It's more about cool, how much do I need to maintain that every single day, right? How am I gonna acquire the protein? You know, what substance am I gonna get? Am I gonna be that type of person, follow what 99% of people are doing, having protein shakes, bars, cookies, whatever that case is? Or am I gonna be that 1% having real foods, be the difference maker, right? How you gonna know like how much proteins you need per meal? How you know like different protein combinations, right? I mean, protein doesn't just come from the meats, dairy, eggs, fish, chicken, all that stuff, right? It comes from other sources like your carb sources, right? It comes from your rice. It can come from a little bit of your potatoes, coming in from some pasta too. So protein does come from other ways, but again, you're not gonna get much from pasta and rice because it has more a higher carb source, but you still get additional with it. So like even like you have like your beef, let's say, and you have some rice, you're getting additional protein from the rice itself.
Let me still work there. Like at night on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, but I don't know. For the guys. Yeah. Nah, just give me a little sugar daddy. Oh, God. What? It'd be the most honest relationship ever. Like, dude, I'm not really looking for commitment. I'm not looking for marriage. You're not looking for that. Going around. Oh, yeah. I'm looking to be spoiled. More than you already are.
It's a good thing you don't have a chihuahua yourself, Brian. It's a good thing you don't have a chihuahua yourself. You already got to deal with one. I can't imagine dealing with the other one.
I have more than that. I mean, you know what would be better? Hey, let's beat him up. That thing whistling when they walk.
Yeah. Right.
Terrible. Both.
It's like they didn't see us, you know, it's like how chihuahuas like bark coming toward the door. Be like them using that towards like barking towards us and things that they see someone attracted like that.
Well, I think men will change their mind if they physically had to, and this is a proven deal. If you had to literally pull, like every time they come around you, like every time, every day. Oh yeah, every day.
Oh.
Every day. Every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So no, there's literally a meme where it's this guy and the girl. They're about to walk out of the front door, and then they both together take a step, and it's like cha-ching, 100.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
25. And he goes, whoa. He puts it in, he takes a step, and it's like 0. Yeah. And then he lets her out.
Yeah.
It's like, That's exactly what
Exactly.
Having dinner at a beautiful badass restaurant, the bike showed when he gets the bill, when he tips the waitress like $400. She's like, "Thank you." He goes, "No, thank you. I had a wonderful time. Great waitress." Who says eating dinner without her,
Damn.
half the price, and I had a better time.
By the time, right?
But guess who got paid? The waitress who did work that the pig doesn't do.
Right.
See, I should have been out there and not getting paid. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, we got one more here. Yeah. Side topic. I see on time to interact with them. And it's always funny having conversations with them. Because you get you get wisdom, you get knowledge, you get experience, and you just get funny ass stories with them. And you get different perspectives too. You get very different, viewpoints, outlooks from them. And so it's awesome to hear. Also see what their thoughts, their outlook and operation is. Things that. Well, it was nothing more than the truth right there, what he was doing. I mean, yeah, it's what it is. We got 30 seconds. Last set here. Check the pump. Like I said, the pump is gonna be crazy. Leg chest is so blown up right now. Amber, what's going on? Good, yourself? Good. All right, here we go. Oh. We'll start with the most muscular first. We'll go on the side. You can see thickness of the chest. It's kind of more and more thick. We're still getting the striations right here. It's crazy. Forgot the triceps. And as you can see, the triceps are just getting thicker too with the shoulders. So everything's coming along nice. I said, I can't wait till when the cut starts again. Almost muscular here. Yeah, that's it. We'll just keep getting thicker. We'll keep eating thick. We'll keep lifting heavy. And we're just gonna keep getting thicker over time. While we're still staying lean. Getting the vascularity still the same.
even amount of increase in calories. You know, we're stuck on good. We got 8-pack showing. So everything's going. Like I said, I'm going to increase my calories next week, 4,300, despite me doing all these challenges. Again, it just goes back to talking about principle 2, you know, like really understanding the importance of protein. How important it is to make sure you hit enough protein for your daily target weight, and how much you just gotta do it day in, day out, every single day, be consistent. So you can grow, you can get that sculpted, tone, muscular look they're looking for, and to have the physique you want over a period of course of time and things like that. So really understand, you gotta go back and listen again, like really understand the importance of, you know, the principle 2. By all means do so to get more out of it. But it's pretty much, you know, the doing of the work and things like, of course, like you got carbs, fats, they do play a role too, calories also. But you can get the protein down, again, it's gonna be smooth sailing from here on out. So other than that, that was it for chest and tries. As you can see, I'm pumped right now. Tomorrow is rest day, so just my 10,000 steps. And Friday we got some shoulders. So other than that, you guys have a blessed day. I'll catch you Friday for shoulders.